Summoners, your show is our show, and our show is all about you. I'm Nikasaur, your humble host to the world of fan-created crazy cool stuff, so bear with me as I get totally freaking excited about art. But I think you will be too, especially if you like Rammus. If only we could follow up with something equally great. Oh, Tyler James, thank you. So here's something we've never seen before. This spring, the EPS Germany playoffs kept their live audience active by doing simple arts and crafts. Now, Unslashed has a very particular vision for his champions. They are in a league of their own, you could say. You can always count on the lords from Zon to suggest drinking, but look where that got them. If you're a Redditor, this is old news. But in June, League of Legends was the topic of a special call-out on the subreddit Sketch Daily. It's essentially an invite for artists to drop some stuff and an excuse for us to go completely batty over it. So here are a few that we love. That wraps up the show, but don't just wait on the next Reddit prompt to make something cool for us. You know, make something, send it in, bring it to a show. We want to see how much you guys love League. And I mean League of Legends, not the secret organization. So tell me, friends, how do we address the vermin problem? Oh, I'm sorry, Kenan. That was terribly insensitive of me. Consider investing in a monocle, and we'll see you next time. Summoners, there you were, browsing the internet, and then you came across a League of Legends fan video hosted by a chick with weird hair. I'm Nikasaur, and the hair is proof, and let's see what you guys had in store for us this week. Lal Kawaii is gonna start us off. That announcer sounds like a rager. I wonder if you can take him to tribunal. Let's see, we have multiple accounts of unsporting behavior, including trash talk, calling out player positions, and the chat logs show you insulted someone's mother and called Urgot fat. You're making this not fun. That's what League is about, right? Fun and winning. Winning is fun. And so is turning people into squirrels. If you were surrounded by ghosts, which champion would you want on your side? I'd pick Mordekaiser because he could just make more ghosts, like a ghost party. Answer that question on the Showcase Facebook page, and you can be as cool as Yarman13, who's our featured fan. When you're playing a game with a mostly top-down perspective, certain design elements stand out more than others, which is, I think, why we see so many League of Legends hats. That wraps up this week, but hopefully it sets the gears in motion for you to create your own fan stuff and send it in. Of course, click the like button to support your local fan artists and share the videos around. Plus, it's a good way to cool off when the announcer is sassing you.
You have been slain.
What? Don't you judge me, disembodied lady! Don't listen to the voices, and we'll see you next time. Hey, Summoners. Hey, knock knock. Fan art! Okay, so I'm really not good at telling jokes, but I am Nika, and luckily, I'm not a comedian, but I'm here with some of the best hand-picked League of Legends fan art for your enjoyment. So, sit back, and let's spy on some unsuspecting yordles. So, Teemo plus Catnip equals disaster. Got it. But if you cross Lee Sin and Amumu, you get bandages everywhere. If you could cosplay as any champion, which champion would it be? Answer that very question on our Facebook, and you could be just as cool as our featured fan, Aluminum Monster. That's it for this week, but there's always room for more. So submit your own, show up at an event or two, and especially show support for these remarkable artists and cosplayers by hitting the like button. I mean, it doesn't really do anything, but it makes you feel nice, and I think that's worth something. So, are you ready to bring it? Zero fizz given. Rammus puts the roll in troll, and we will see you next time. Summoners, we are back with all of the fan art that you've been waiting for. I'm Nika, and let's start you off with a scintillating piece from Summoner Cookie. I just wasn't that impressed with the new Jarvan clothing line. So much emphasis on his spear. We've heard from our mid-lane fashion expert, but what do you think? Do what Summoner Alexander did and check out our Showcase Facebook page, and you can weigh in on which champion has the best style. So, what else is in this season? Deep saturated colors, glow effects. Phyla is set in the Let me tell you a little bit about ciphers. A cipher is a song where you write your own lyrics and then challenge someone else to do the same, kind of like a chain letter in song form. The LOL cipher has been going around YouTube since January of 2012, and it is still getting responses and callouts to this day. As for the people who started it off, Cody and Collective, take it away. That is all for this week, but you know you can submit your own creations to the Summoner Showcase email and see even more art on our Facebook page. If you want a roleplay support class, click like. And until next time, stay stylish. And I said no, Garrett wouldn't be caught dead in that swimsuit. What were you thinking? Keep on rapping, keep on rocking, and we'll see you next time. Hello again, and we've got the latest and greatest in League of Legends fan creations. And of course, with the show coming out every 2 weeks now, we even have some special content to show you as well. Let's get right into the submissions with the surprisingly charming Halloween. So if you're looking for cute mini comics or you want to chat with your favorite champion, just check it out. That is all for this show, but we're looking forward to seeing more of the creativity that makes this community amazing. Of course, if you have a talent, there's probably a way that you can apply it to the showcase. Just saying, challenge yourself. You know, now that I think of it, that like button is looking a little neglected. Why don't you give it a little reassuring tap? Maybe tell it a joke. Why did Sivir lose the spelling bee? She can only spell shield. Share your best League jokes with us, and we will see you in 2 weeks. We are back again, and it's no surprise that we have a plethora of League of Legends fan creations to show you, but this time, we're gonna do something a little different. Starting now, the Summoner Showcase is going to be released every 2 weeks, and it's gonna have more creations, more content, and even more chances for you to participate. We're gonna crank up the volume on the showcase, and you guys make that so easy to do. So what are we waiting for? Let's get to the fan art. And what better way to start it off than with pixels? Actual, physical pixels. I know that there are so many more tattoos out there, so jump onto our forums if you want to share, because we would really love to see them. I think I got a little carried away. If you are a huge fan of the showcase, you probably already know that we have a new Facebook page now. And if you check it out and look for the special poll, we are going to be randomly selecting one of you for a special hello in the next showcase, because I just love saying hi. So that is it for this Summoner Showcase, and you guys should comment and tell us how you think the new show is going. I am ready for YouTube comments. So draw on a temporary tattoo, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Hello Summoners, it's Nikasaur again, here because you League of Legends fans are so creative with the fan art and the amazing stuff that you're making. It's really hard to keep up. It's like every day I turn around and there's a new costume or piece of fan art to look at, like this. If there was a champion in rags, he'd have to be like a sock puppet or something. They only love me for my buff. Nasher might think he has a lot to complain about, but that pales in comparison to the perils of this Rammus. That is all for this week, and I have faith that the Summoner Showcase email inbox will be so flooded with creativity that it'll knock our socks off. Is getting beat up every 15 minutes a normal part of friendship? So pay Baron a compliment next time you see him, and we will see you next time. Goodbye, cruel world. Summoners, I'm Nika, and I'm gonna give you just a moment to collect yourselves before we dive into this show full of fan-created awesomeness. All right, let's go. Champions generally want to show off their good side. I guess some of them want to show off their bad side. But what if even your bad side goes bad? He told me he was going commando, but as far as I could tell, that just meant he was wearing cheap sunglasses. When you love a champion, you find rad ways to show it. Embracing Tryndamere Freljord heritage, Tori pays homage the best way he knows how. With me. That's all for this week, but we promise not to mock the fashion of any submissions you send in. Unless they're not designer. I told her to get a diamond-studded like button. Maybe she wouldn't have to beg people to click it all the time. And we will see you next week. Hello Summoners, I'm Nika here with the weekly Summoner Showcase, where we do our best to fit a bunch of fan art into a tiny little show. On that same token, someone took the time to shrink an entire champion down into a doll for Praetor. That's all for this week, and if that doesn't inspire you to game all weekend, I don't know what will. Or maybe you can be inspired to create your own fan art. Time for a true display of thumbs. Who needs a like? And we will see you next week. Summoners, hello. I'm Nika, and I see you guys getting crafty out there with your paint and your clay. I think we're ready to see more of your creations. So let's get started with Gogoros's Annie sculpture. That's all for this week, and the diversity of your talents continues to astound us. So keep sending in the stuff that you guys make. You have an entire audience here waiting to see it. I've been reading up on the smartest way to approach a like button, and the best tactic is to have confidence and click it. They can sense fear. And we'll see you next week. Hello, Summoners. I'm Nika. It's so good to see you, and here we are ready to see more League of Legends fan art. And that sounds like a reason to celebrate. Let's have cake. Nina found the best way to celebrate a birthday was to simulate the ferocity of battle. I don't know what kind of party you're throwing, but it's probably rockin', like the kind that breaks furniture. And this cake is also rockin'. Now think of how often we're in that position. Come on, it's only 10 gold. That is your fault. Sometimes you can't get what you want, and sometimes you get what you don't want. Like, that is all for this week, but we will have more so long as you guys keep submitting your awesome work. And you know, Ari is pretty popular in fan art, but if you have a favorite champion that you think is a little underrepresented in the showcase, just make something and send it in. Come on, give the fans what they want. Just give me the button, I just want to click it. And we will see you next week. Hiya, Summoners! You need a League of Legends fan art video? I'm Nika, I'm helping. Let's check out what you guys made this week. Like Bad Bear Neav, a summoner from Korea with a very unique interpretation of the— That inspired you to play a game or two? Good news, the showcase is done for this week, and hopefully that also inspired you to create your own awesome entry. That way I can make a joke, and then ask people to click a like button, and the showcase continues as we know it. By the way, click the like button. My kind of champion doesn't have to have thumbs, but it helps. Ooh, and they have to look good in Thornmail. And we'll see you next week. Summoners, whoa, whoa, whoa. Have you seen this new League of Legends fan art? I mean, like, surely everyone's been linking it to you all week, but in case they haven't, I'm Nika, and I'm here to help out. So let's see what everyone's talking about, and if you need to call in the big guns, you might want to reconsider who you dial. That's all for this week, but you should submit your work. Don't be afraid, it's just an email inbox, it won't bite you. However, that like button, it's untrustworthy. You could probably click it and stun it, and then just keep it in a jar forever. If I was a fish, what kind of fish would I be? And we'll see you next week. Hello, Summoners! I'm Nikasaur, and I prowl through the fan art foliage to sneak up on unsuspecting treasures and share them. I got one right here. So they say that minions are made of paper, but Malika's like, no, they really are. I got a high score of 1,230 on a champion I'd only played once.
Who cares?
I care. You need to get hyped up with all that clicking? Z-Mix will get you in the mood. That's all for this week, and not a moment too soon, because it gives you time to work on your submission, right? It's hypothesized that the origin of the thumbs-up gesture began in ancient Rome in the gladiatorial battles, signaling that the combatants be spared from death. Do the right thing. Click like. We'll see you next week. Summoners, I'm Nika, and I am so lucky to be here presenting art that you guys make every week for League of Legends. It's endless. Let's get you started with some art that is cute as a button, if buttons were as cute as people, if people were as cute as champions. Not that that would ever happen in a normal day. Guys, this is ridiculous. Teemo isn't the only costume aficionado. Katarina struts her stuff. She may be known as a mercenary, but the way Cheese-chan portrays it, there's still a bit of innocence about her. But I suppose faces can be deceiving. She looks like she could steal anyone's heart, perhaps by force. Costuming isn't the only way to be crafty with a sewing machine. Purple Nori wanted something a little more cuddly. That's all for this week, but we're still waiting on your submission. Are you finished yet? I mean, that's okay, we'll just dance while we wait. You can click the thumbs up button if you're dancing along, because dancing is silly, and it's awesome. Speaking of silly, this is happening again, and we'll see you next week. Greetings, Summoners. This video is created for you, with content that you made, and I'm Nika, here to bring it to you. All right, now that that's settled, let's jump right into the depths of creativity with Abyss Fizz by Calavera. You know, you're eating a sandwich, and it's like, surprise Fizz hands! The only thing that can stack up to that is a cake. And luckily, Tess Swamp Fox has. That's all for this week, but remember to get crafty or artsy or musically or any of those things that you think would look great for next week. Of course, if you don't feel like that, you can hit the like button. Maybe it'll give you a surge of creativity or maybe just get you dancing. Fizz hands. And we'll see you next week. Hello, Summoners! I'm Nikasaur, and your League creations are like music to our ears or a light show to our eyes. It's all awesome art, and these Italian cosplayers take it to a new level. Velociraptor time. If you catch enemies in petrifying gaze, did you rock their faces? Where there's rock, you can often find metal, and maybe even clay. That's all for this week, but there'll be more next week. You guys won't let us down. You should claw at that like button, bonus points if you actually have little dino claws. Plus it helps you be pensive. If a Moo wants to hide his heart of gold, does he keep it under wraps? And we'll see you next week. Summoners, this is what I'm talking about. This week doesn't just have fan creations. No, no, no. We have a sampling of crafts and collaborations unlike the which we've ever seen before. So imagine that there's like this box, right? And here you guys are, and you're thinking outside of it. And that is what I love about this community. So I'm gonna start you off with a question. Have you ever wanted to be someone else? And would that person be Ziggs? Luckily, Ziggs attacks at range, so distance isn't so much of a problem. So paper mache is one thing, but there are even more paper crafts out there we haven't even seen yet. All right, we know paper is useful. You can cut it, you can mold it, you can draw on it. Like that's really crazy, but I'd never heard of a cipher before. But there's one going around the League community on YouTube, and it's amazing. So you get the beat, you weigh in with your own lyrics, and then you challenge others. And you could prove to be quite the superstar. Or perhaps a diva. Yeah, I'm going to be mid lane tonight. No, I will not sign your screenshot. That's all for this week, but you could be a superstar next time if you submit your creations. Ego, not necessary. Click the like buttons if you're not afraid of chipping a nail, and good luck with those divas in mid lane. Of course, everyone else goes mid now that I do. And we'll see you next week.